Hi there, everybody. I just finished talking about Hillary Clinton and the possibility of holding her feet to the fire after we vote her in, and my skepticism regarding that as some kind of strategy, workable strategy. Now I'm talking about the Standing Rock Sioux tribe and their visit to the United Nations. Apparently, they are also skeptical when it comes to our federal government, and they've decided to go above the Barack Obama's head to the UN. So there's an article on Common Dreams, and it's by Andrea Germanos, and it's to protect our nation's future. Tribal chairman takes fight against pipeline to the United Nations. And so there's been signs of solidarity in opposition to the Dakota Access Pipeline. He's received support from all around the world, certainly from all corners of the United States. There's been other articles asking, like, where are the cowboys, where are the ranchers of North Dakota to assist the North Dakota Native American population in opposition. And that's another issue, but definitely in the state of Iowa, there are farmers who are opposed to the pipeline. Let's see. Standing Rock Chairman Dave Archambault II has urged the United Nations Human Rights Council to help stop the fossil fuel project in order to protect the environment, our nature's future, and our culture and our way of life, he said. And so he addressed that 47-member body in a 2-minute address. This was this past Tuesday, and he condemned the destruction of the sacred sites the pipeline company has already caused, as well as future environmental and cultural threats. And he says that the United States government has failed to protect sovereign rights, and so that's why he's there. He's saying that the pipeline threatens communities, rivers, the earth, the drinking water. And he's saying that the company knowingly destroyed sacred sites and ancestral graves with bulldozers. The company used attack dogs to harm individuals who try to protect water and sacred rights. And that is sacred sites. And that was documented with the footage released by Democracy Now!, Amy Goodman. And so he says that he's calling, Archambault, he says that he's calling on the Human Rights Council and all member states to condemn the destruction of our sacred sites and to support the nation's efforts to ensure sovereign rights are respected. He's saying that he wants the United Nations to call on all parties to stop the construction of the Dakota Access Pipeline and to protect the environment, the nation's future, culture, and way of life. And so there's a link that's been posted by the Indian Law Resource Center with a video of his address to the United Nations. And he's saying that he wants the world to know what's happening to the indigenous people of the United States. And he's hoping that the United Nations will use its influence and international platform to protect the rights of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. And that's now I'm off his quote, and I'm saying that that's because Barack Obama has been inadequate and Hillary Clinton has been missing in action. And that's why he actually had to go over the head of our own leader, Barack Obama, all the way to the United Nations, because there's been a lack of leadership and trust and truth on this issue. And it's not looking good for, the possibility of the next leader, if it is Hillary Clinton. He's probably going to have to go right back to the United Nations because Hillary Clinton is continuing Barack Obama's legacy, and this is what Barack Obama's legacy is: corporate rule over indigenous sovereign interests and the people of this nation. So, but that's the solution. This is what the Sioux tribe has come to decide for itself. It's been emboldened by the support, and it's gone to give a world audience to what's happening here. They tried their best to smother it and to hide it, and the cat's out of the bag. The world knows what the state of North Dakota has been doing and what the federal government has not been doing to protect the residents of North Dakota from the state government that's been so hostile towards them. So maybe I said, well, how do you hold someone's feet to the fire? Maybe this is one way. So apparently it is possible to do, and there are ways and there are means. And you know what? That ends the story of my asking, like, how do you hold someone's feet to the fire? It ends it on a good note. And so I say good for the Standing Rock Sioux, and that's an example for the rest of us to follow. So thank you to Chief Archambault.